doesn't know it. Well, now he does. If you wanted to blend in with the crowd, you came to the wrong place. I wanted to sit on the stool, but then I feel like I need to sing a ballad, so I'm not going to do that. Because I don't sing, and it would be painful for you. It would be a very painful 7 minutes, because that's how long I have, and I hope it's not painful. All right then, so I'm from Sturgeon Bay, a little bit down the way. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's really fun when they name your town after a really ugly fish. I don't know if you've seen these things, but like, if there were dating sites for sturgeon, eHarmony would be rejecting their profile. You know, like for some unknown reason. They'd be like, I'm sorry, we don't take it personal, it's not you. We just can't have you on our website. So they'd have like, you know, different websites, like, I don't know, Sturgeon Mingle or something. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, so I'm from Sturgeon Bay, and then I lived in Appleton for a while. And when I was 36, broke and single, I decided to move to New York. Because I thought that would be a good idea. And if you move to New York, don't do it in the summer, because when you go there in the summer, it's really hot and disgusting, and the cockroaches are bigger than my head. So I moved there, and I lived in a 6th floor walk-up, which is exactly what it sounds like. You get to walk up 6 flights, and you have an apartment the size of your closet for $1,500 a month. And so it's really great because it's very tiny, and it's very expensive. And so I moved there, and I thought, well, I'll take my 8 years of savings and buy an air conditioner, because it was 96 degrees and 100% humidity when I moved there. So I go out and I buy this air conditioner. I lug it up these 6 flights of stairs, and I get to the top, and I feel like I'm going to give birth, even though I haven't had sex since Clinton was in office. You know, back in the good old days when Bill was getting it, and so was I. And then, like, this really hot Italian guy, who I found out later was my super, comes out of his apartment, and he's like, what is this, your air conditioner? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, who put this in for you, your husband? And I'm like, well, I have no husband. No sex, since Bill was in office. And he's like, well, I put it in for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, you can put it in for me. So he screws it in, it takes him all of 30 seconds, and then he turns to me and says, now you pay me $50.
Oh.
And I'm like, here's that moment where like the Midwestern girl and the New York girl were having an argument, because the Midwestern girl was like, pay him the money, and the New York girl was like, no, show him your boobs, okay? I didn't really want to show my boobs, but I was like, well, maybe I could pay him 25 and, you know, show one boob and pay him 25 and get like the boob discount, I don't know. But so I paid him the money, like any good, you know, Midwestern girl. And I had a lot of moments there in my 5 years living there like that, where I kind of had that sign on my head. It's like, I'm not from here. So I'm 41. I moved back here. I'm now 41, broke and single.